Welcome to the Board of Works for Monday, October 24th. First agenda will be Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item is call a roll. Madam Clerk, would you call a roll?
Mayor Gentry is absent this evening. Becky McClure is absent this evening. Bill Stoner.
Present.
Dick Robertson.
Here.
Alan Milburn.
Present.
Thank you.
Next item is approval of the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes? Yeah. And if so, I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same side. Motion carries. We'll move on to department reports. First department up will be Police Department. Amy Dickerson.
Good evening. Okay, so during since the last meeting, there's been 510 calls of service. A total of 20 people were arrested. 6 were arrested for operating while intoxicated. 4 were arrested for possession of meth. 2 wanted on a warrant. 1 for possession of cocaine. 1 for battery. 3 for domestic battery. 1 for theft. 1 for resisting law enforcement, and 1 for leaving the scene of a PI accident. During that same time frame, LPD took 22 crash reports. A total of 2 handgun licenses were sent to the state for final approval. Let's see, evidence tech Colleen Brandeberry, she completed the entomology forensics recovery techniques training. It's kind of bug training on bodies or whatever. And then the investigations completed the update for the standard field sobriety testing, and then all the shifts are currently working on completing their TASER recertification. And then the beginning of the month, we started another process. Out of the process, we had 31 applicants. After the physical and the written test, we now have 11 moving on to backgrounds. That's it. Any questions?
Any questions from the board?
No.
Any question from the public? Thank you, Amy. Next up is Fire Department Chief Batts.
Good evening, everyone. Since the last Board of Public Works and Safety meeting, Lebanon Fire has made 129 emergency calls of service, logged 209 training hours, completed 34 commercial inspections, and participated in 11 public education events. On October 12th, LFD participated in the College and Career Fair at LHS. October is Fire Prevention Month. LFD will make contact with over 1,200 students from elementary schools and daycares during this time. The public education events will focus on fire safety in the home and familiarity with firefighters in full turnout gear. That's all I have for this evening.
Any questions from the board? Any questions from the public? Thank you, Chief.
Thanks.
Next up is Parks Department, John Messenger.
Well, he's tall. I got to get used to that. Good evening. We took down 4 trees in the past week and a half in Memorial Park. We planted about 14 memorial trees. We've removed the remainder of the fence at Abner Longley at the conservation pond. And we've gone through all the Christmas lights and be doing a fall cleanup on the downtown. Once things are cleaned up, we will start putting Christmas decorations up in the next couple of weeks. Ho, 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 right? Yeah, we're already, hard to believe when it's 70 out. But yeah, we'll have it up before Thanksgiving, and that way everybody will get in the mood, right? I did want to say something. We had a gentleman that came to me last year, and what he has, he wanted to help with a project that we have, and his name's Bert Wisenan, and he had a sidekick, John Elliott, that helped him through this, but Bert was really instrumental in what we've done. At Memorial Park, we started identifying all the trees at Memorial Park, and this is what you'll see now on all the trees. It's going up, and there again, these two gentlemen are helping out with installing it too, and putting it in with aluminum nails. But they've done outstanding work. We have 514 trees in Memorial Park, so if anybody wants to test me on that, they can go out and count them. But seriously, these guys are just instrumental. What it has, what you'll see is a little plaque about this size anyway. It'll have our insignia, but it also has a QR code, and it'll say the name of the tree, but you can pull up with your phone the QR code. That'll identify, it'll take you to a website, and it'll explain everything about the tree you ever wanted to know, and also the scientific name and everything else. But I just can't say how I've wanted to do that. You go to some parks, state parks, what have you, and they have the little wooden things. They don't tend to last, and we knock them down with mowers, what have you. These are up high enough where I've already had adults, parents, now that fall vacation is out, and they're really enjoy it and appreciate it, and it's educational for all the kids. So anyway, if you get a chance, go out, and there again, my just accommodations to Bert and John. They're doing great work. I appreciate it. Something I wanted to get done for a long time. Our fall pickleball league is now over. The winners of the co-ed league tournament were Trey Hendricks and Veronica Tubbs. Thanks to all the team players who look forward to seeing you next spring. Now, this Saturday, October 29th, is our 2022 Pumpkins in the Park. Come out to Memorial Park at 11 to 2. Cost is $5 per person, and you can enjoy hay rides, pumpkin painting, s'more station, kettle corn. Also have Travelin' Tom's Coffee. They're for some fun fall drinks. We'd like to give a special thank you to our sponsors as well, and that's John Lastly Outdoor Solutions and Farmers Bank. Also 7M's, Lebanon's IGA, and Becky's Market. We appreciate it, and this event couldn't go on without all our great help there. Mischief on Meridian will take place the evening of October 29th from 5 to 6:30. Special needs friends can enter at 4:30 p.m. This event is held downtown on Meridian Street, and you can enjoy a costume contest, trunk or treat, and see some spooky animals and lots of candy. Rotary Trick or Trot 5K will take place the morning of October 29th at Memorial Park. The race will begin at 9 a.m. and is $35 per person. Something else that has come up in the last couple of weeks, now that we have the trail that's extended all the way from downtown through Abner, we did have one of the new lights that got knocked down. That was identified right away. One of the contractors knocked it down and notified us right away. So that will be taken care of through them. There are quite a few motorized vehicles. The Parks Department will be putting some ballards up and some things to contain, and the signage isn't working, so we'll go a little bit deeper and hopefully make it dummy-proof. And really, vehicles shouldn't be on there, and afraid somebody's going to get hurt. So as far as that goes, we'll have that resolved in the next week or two. So that's all I had.
Any questions from the board? Any questions from the public?
Oh, I did have one more thing.
Go.
My daughter-in-law delivered baby girl last Monday at 7:02 in the morning. Her name's Lila Eloise Messenger. There again, mommy and baby are doing fine, and I think they're tired, but other than that, just real proud moment there. Anyway, they're all doing fine. Just thought I'd pass that on.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's great.
Next up is Engineering Department, Matt Reynolds? No? No report, okay. Planning Department? Okay.
Yeah, Kevin's shoes are kind of hard to fill on that Board of Works report, so
Okay.
we'll take care of the planning tonight. Since our last meeting, our building inspectors have conducted 72 inspections over the last 9 days, so staying pretty busy on the inspection side. 87 permits have been issued, including 4 new residential permits. Lots of electrical and plumbing taking place right now this time of year. 4 commercial permits were issued. On the code enforcement side, we continue to work on keeping the general health and safety and welfare of the community at the forefront. We had 64 investigative activities and 12 new complaints with junk and trash and a few unsafe structures were sent our way. So staying busy on those and happy to answer any questions.
Any question from the board? Any question from the public? Thank you, Matt. Next up, Street Department. David's not here. No report. Sick. Communications, Community Development. Joe, you going to do that?
I'll take that for Joe as well.
All right.
So Joe wanted to pass along a few notes. Last weekend, on October 15th and 16th, they held Community Creation Days at the State Road 32 Bridge, where the Welcome to Lebanon, or Welcome Home mural is going up. It was very well attended, considering it was a pretty windy day. They offered painting lessons, had giveaways, free refreshments. The purpose of this Community Creation Day was to further progress the mural progress, kind of move it along a little bit quicker, but also provide an opportunity for community members as visitors as well to create a memory, to be able to drive by and say, I made an impact, I helped paint this. So it was, like I said, well attended. Joe did create a video highlight of the Creation Day. It's available on the YouTube page as well as the city website and Facebook. And weather pending, the mural should be completed this week. So I know we're supposed to get some rain starting tomorrow and Wednesday, but fingers crossed we'll get that mural completed within the next week or so. Joe's been hard at work doing some videos with the Lebanon Police Department, working on a promotional video series with them. Earlier this month, they shot a staged felony traffic stop, did some drone and ground footage to highlight the training. Next, they'll be working on Officers Giving Back at Mischief on Meridian coming up this weekend, as well as with the Lebanon schools. They're working on emergency vehicle occupant training in the middle of November, and then also some firearms training before the end of the year. The video is set to be complete by January 1st, so be on the lookout for that promotional video from the Lebanon Police Department and Mr. LePage. And lastly, community development. Joe's been working on putting together the comprehensive list for all of the events for 2023 so that we can get those included in the welcome home packets that have been going out to all the new residents. And he's also been working on a larger distribution plan to try to get this list out to as many people as possible. That way we don't have anybody saying, hey, I didn't hear about this, or what's going on downtown tonight. Trying to find a way to get a broader distribution of all those events as we get into the new year. That's all for Joe.
Is that all you have? Any questions from the board? Any questions from the public? Thank you, Matt. Next item is old business. I don't show any old business. Does the board have any old business? Okay. Then we'll move on to new business. First item is sidewalk street closure request for Key Bank Building Restore Works.
Good evening. I'm Don Zeideman with Restore Works, and here to answer any questions that you might have for the sidewalk closure for the Key Bank project.
On what side or what road, what street?
Well, we have a schedule that we had submitted. So have the south elevation alley from November 10 through November 18, and the west elevation sidewalk from November 21 through December 9, and the north elevation sidewalk from December 12 through December 23.
What will you be doing?
We're removing the old deteriorated limestone from the base.
Base of the building?
Yes, the base of the building, and then we're replacing it with new.
Okay. For
To
Key
match.
Bank, all for down Lebanon Street and across Washington Street around the front there?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the streets, but all three sides,
The main and the alley?
yeah, the three sides.
okay.
That would be the north, the south, and the west.
Will you be closing the whole sidewalk or just portion of it?
Yeah, the whole sidewalk.
Whole sidewalk?
Okay.
Yeah. I noticed the deterioration on the building, yeah. Any other questions from the board? Question from the public? If not, I'd entertain a motion for the sidewalk street.
Have you submitted information to the city
Yes, we have
on the
emailed
dates
that.
of those closures and stuff? Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, we approve the street closure for Key
Yes.
Bank Building
As presented.
as presented.
Have a first, have a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The sidewalk closure request is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is secondary plat approval and acceptance for Cedar Ridge, Section 2 and Section 3. Matt?
Good evening again. This will be my last one, I promise. So we're happy to announce that the developer of the Cedar Ridge neighborhood is ready to begin construction on not just Section 2, but also Section 3. Things have been pretty active out there, so tonight we're looking for your approval and acceptance of the Cedar Ridge secondary plats of both Sections 2 and 3, as well as the dedication of the rights-of-way, and the acceptance of the associated surety bonds, performance and/or maintenance bonds, for the public infrastructure associated with this project. Your approval would be subject to the delivery and acceptance of the sureties upon administrative review by Kevin's office, and to verify that the sureties are of proper amounts and properly certified. So looking for a motion for your approval and acceptance of those secondary plats.
Are you looking for both
We need to
Section
do
2
the-
and 3?
We need
Both
to do them
sections 2 and 3.
separately or together?
We need to do them,
I think you can do them together.
Okay.
yeah, we'll do them together.
That'd be fine.
Then I'd entertain a motion for approval of the secondary plat approval, Cedar Ridge, Section 2 and Section 3.
I make a motion that we approve the secondary plat for Cedar Ridge Sections 2 and Sections 3 as
I'll second
presented.
that.
First, you have a second? Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Secondary plat approval is approved for Section 2 and Section 3. That's all the items we have. Now we'll move on to the claims. Has everybody had a chance to review the claims? And
Make a
if so,
motion we
I'd
approve.
entertain a motion to approve the claims.
Make a motion, we approve. Claims?
First, have a second?
Second.
Second, all approved. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Claims are approved. Next item is, does the board have anything else to bring up at this time? Then I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
First, to have a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Next meeting for the Board of Works will be November the 14th at 5:30, and City Council will adjourn at 7:15, I believe,
Yeah, not adjourned.
or begin.
Yeah, not 7.
Begin at 7:15.
Thank you.